From hidden tombs to lost temples, the ancient Egyptians left behind a legacy full of unanswered questions. These are just few of the many unsolved mysteries that surround the incredible civilization of ancient Egypt. The Great Pyramid of Giza isn't just a massive structure, it's a testament to ancient Egypt's brilliance. Built around 4,500 years ago, this colossal tomb stands at a staggering 481 feet tall and is made up of over 2 million limestone blocks, some of which weigh as much as 15 tons. My back hurts just thinking about that. But how did the Egyptians manage to build such a colossal structure with such precision that long ago? Did they use ramps, pulleys, or something else entirely? Early theories suggested ramps, but none of them fully explain just how the blocks were moved into place or how they achieved such perfect alignment with the cardinal points of the compass. The Great Pyramid is so precisely aligned, even modern builders would struggle to match it. Trust me, I live in Toronto. I've watched them build the same subway station for 8 years straight. Still not done. Perhaps what it was back then was that the ancient Egyptians had access to knowledge that was either lost or never documented in the first place. Some researchers speculate that the pyramid could have been part of an ancient system of knowledge, now lost to time, that we may never fully understand. The more we learn, the more questions arise. Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt, and her lover, Roman general Mark Antony, remain one of the most famous figures in history. After they tragically, supposedly took their own lives in 30 BC, they were believed to have been buried together in this lavish tomb somewhere near Alexandria. Yes, somewhere out there. Good luck, grab a shovel. Despite the best efforts of archaeologists and historians, no one's ever found their final resting place yet. The tomb is thought to be hidden beneath the Mediterranean, with some experts suggesting that it was deliberately concealed to protect it from looters, ergo us now. Could the tomb be submerged, or is it still hidden somewhere beneath the sands, just waiting to be discovered? The search continues day after day as the lost tomb of Cleopatra and Antony remains one of Egypt's greatest unsolved riddles. If you found it, would you open it? The so-called Curse of the Pharaohs gained notoriety after the discovery of King Tut's tomb in 1922. A series of mysterious passings among the members of the excavation team, including the sudden passing of Lord Carnarvon, the tomb's financial backer, of course sparked rumors of this curse placed on those who dare to disturb the pharaoh's final resting place. I kind of believe in this curse. Honestly, if curses are real in some degree, this has got to be one of them. While many believe these passings were simply coincidences or the result of exposure to bacteria, others are convinced that there's more to the story. Did the ancient Egyptians really believe that their tombs held supernatural powers capable of punishing grave robbers and explorers? While most historians dismiss the curse as a superstition, it's impossible to deny the strange coincidences surrounding these events. The idea of supernatural forces protecting royal tombs adds an eerie layer to Egypt's already weird mystical history. The Book of the Deceased is one of the most important texts in Egyptian culture, a collection of spells and rituals designed to guide the dearly departed through the underworld and into the afterlife. Now, while we may have examples of these texts, small little teases, the true meaning and full significance of this book still remain a mystery. The rituals described within it were thought to help the deceased navigate trials, face divine judgment, and eventually, hopefully, be granted access to eternal life. But how did the Egyptians believe this book worked? Was it simply a symbolic representation of their hopes, or did they believe that by following these spells, they could truly interact with the gods? The book's complexity and the varied interpretations of its spells suggested it was more than just a guide. It was a key to unlocking the divine. The Great Sphinx of Giza is one of the most recognizable symbols of Egypt, right? We saw this in our math textbooks for some reason. But what lies beneath it? Ancient texts refer to this mysterious chamber hidden beneath the Sphinx's paws, possibly containing treasure or lost knowledge. Now, despite extensive exploration and attempts to uncover these hidden spaces, no definitive evidence has ever been found. Again, yet. Some believe that the Sphinx could be much older than traditionally thought, perhaps even predating the pyramids themselves, believe it or not, suggesting it might have been guarding secrets from an even earlier civilization. Others propose that the Sphinx holds the key to understanding an ancient cosmic or spiritual system. Until these chambers are actually found, the Sphinx's silent gaze remains an enduring mystery. Mummification is one of the most iconic aspects of ancient Egypt, and it's also pretty disgusting. But how did the Egyptians perfect the art of preserving the past. The process of mummification was essential for the journey to this afterlife that I talked about, but the techniques the Egyptians used still baffle modern scientists. While we know that resins, oils, and wrapping techniques were employed, there's still so much to learn about how the Egyptians managed to preserve bodies for thousands of years. Thousands of years! That's crazy. Some researchers suggest that the Egyptians might have had advanced knowledge of chemistry and biology, far beyond what we'd expect from their time. But how do they manage to achieve such remarkable preservation, sometimes even down to the cellular level? That part makes no sense. The art of mummification is one of the greatest technical mysteries of ancient Egypt. For centuries, the pyramids have been thought to serve as tombs for all of these pharaohs, but some researchers propose a more complex function. The sheer scale and alignment of the pyramids suggest they might have served as energy generators, astronomical observatories, or even symbolic representations of the sun's rays. There's also the possibility that the pyramids were part of a much larger cosmic design, connected to the stars and the cycles of the heavens. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. Some even argue that they may have been used for ritual purposes or to mark sacred locations. Now, despite the overwhelming evidence that the pyramids were tombs, their precise purpose does remain an open question, with new theories emerging all the time, just like these pharaohs. Greek historians spoke of a labyrinth near the pyramid complex of Hawara, a vast underground network of chambers and passageways filled with treasures and inscriptions. Now, despite many attempts, the labyrinth has never been found, and some believe it may have been destroyed or hidden over time. Could it still be buried beneath the sands of Egypt, just waiting to be uncovered by us? Now, if the labyrinth did indeed ever exist, it could hold valuable insights into the religious practices, culture, and the history of ancient Egypt, perhaps even revealing clues about the origins of the pyramids themselves. That would be a pretty neat find. The Egyptians worshipped a pantheon of gods and goddesses. There's all many shapes and sizes, they're all unique and cool, each representing different aspects of life and nature. But where did these gods come from? Were they inspired by earlier lost civilizations, or were they symbolic representations of natural forces like, say, the sun, the Nile, or even the earth itself? Now, despite years of study, the origin of Egypt's gods still remains a mystery. Some scholars believe that the gods were based on real historical figures and/or events, while others propose that they were entirely mythological. Now, what is clear now, however, is that these gods played an essential role in the daily lives of ancient Egyptians, and understanding their true origin could of course unlock deeper insights into Egyptian culture as a whole. After thriving for over 3,000 years, ancient Egyptian civilization eventually began to decline. Now, the reasons behind this fall are still a matter of debate. Some historians point to invasions from foreign armies like the Hyksos or the Persians, while others argue that internal factors such as political instability, famine, and environmental changes also played a significant role. Now, despite Egypt's enduring strength and wealth, the ultimate cause of its decline still remains elusive. Some believe it was a combination of internal and external pressures, while others think that it was natural evolution of the civilization's power and influence over time. Now, regardless, the end of one of history's greatest civilizations is still shrouded in mystery. There's much more to come. And that's why you should subscribe. More Egypt facts coming in hot. Click that button. See you next time. Peace.